This evening, we have the honor of recognizing the outstanding accomplishments of several teachers, students, district staff, and our schools. We begin tonight recognizing Mazik Middle School student Audrey Bruce for winning the Team Kentucky Inauguration Poster Contest. Students ages 6 to 17 were asked to create art showcasing Kentuckians working together to accomplish common goals. A winner was selected for age groups 6 through 9, 10 through 13, and 14 through 17 by a panel that included Kentucky First Lady Brittany Bashir. 2 overall winners were selected, one for having the most colorful poster and one for having the most creative poster. Audrey won for having the overall most creative poster. It was entitled, "If Kentucky Worked Together." The winners and their families were invited to attend the inauguration celebration at the Capitol. They also had their artwork displayed at the Capitol during the event. And Dr. Polio, Board Chair Diane Porter, Assistant Superintendent of Middle Schools Michelle Dillard, please come forward to extend our congratulations to Audrey, and joining in the recognition is her principal, Rhonda George. Next, we have the privilege of honoring the JCPS Safe Crisis Management Team for being recognized as a model for the best practice in Kentucky. Our Safe Crisis Management Team and their work, led by Coordinator BJ Ritter, was recognized at the Kentucky Department of Education's Continuous Improvement Summit last fall as being a model for best practice for our state. The mission of this team is to provide professional training to our employees based on an uncompromising respect for the dignity of all, and a recognition that best practice training contributes to safety, positive growth, and improved performance. Mr. Ritter and this team facilitate more than 300 trainings annually to JCPS staff. In addition, they provide ongoing trainings to administrators on district policies and procedures, de-escalation trainings to all in-school security monitors, bus drivers, and in-school classroom monitors, as well as early childhood staff. In addition to being recognized as being a model for best practice, the team received a $1,000 check that can be used towards school improvement and is highlighted on the Department of Education's Best Practices website. Dr. Polio, Board Chair Diane Porter, and Assistant Superintendent for Climate and Culture, Dr. Katie DeFieri, please come forward to extend our appreciation to Mr. Ritter, David Hoon, Candace Crawford Morrison, and Crystal Bowling. Next, we have the privilege of honoring 33 district educators who have obtained National Board Certification in 2019. National Board Certification is the highest professional credential in the field of teaching. It ensures that teachers have the knowledge and skills to advance in student learning. The road to becoming nationally board certified teachers is very difficult. The process involves hundreds of hours of work and can take up to 3 years of commitment. Teachers earn National Board Certification by demonstrating their knowledge and teaching skills through an extensive, rigorous certification process. This process consists of 4 components, which include written assessment of content knowledge, student work samples, video and analysis of teaching practice, and accomplishments as a teaching professional. We'll start with Laquita Carter. She's an acceleration instructional coach. Bick Elementary School teacher, Sarah Hanna. DuPont Manual High School teacher, Erin Morris. Portland Elementary School teacher, Ann Sanders. No Middle School teacher, Molly Sullivan. Middletown Elementary teacher, Jennifer Chester. Westport Middle School teacher, Alice Now. Westport Middle School teacher, Stacy Hubbard. Wilder Elementary School teacher, Joni Heights. Frost 6th grade academy teacher, Mary Hull. Farnsley Middle School teacher, Jim Leonard. Trunnell Elementary School teacher, Nancy O'Donohue. Auburndale Elementary School teacher, Erin Dunlap. Catherine Grant, a teacher at Lassiter Middle School. Semple Elementary Resource teacher, Brittany Veach. Slaughter Elementary School counselor, Stephanie Belcher. Slaughter Elementary School teacher, Jennifer Waits. Newburgh Middle School teacher, Cassandra Shoemaker. Louisville Male High School teacher, Molly Siegel. Rangeland Elementary School teacher, Tiffany Thieneman. Fern Creek High School teacher, Courtney Williams. Ramsey Middle School teacher, Catherine Hubbard. Bates Elementary School teacher, Rachel Rich. This group of National Board Certified teachers is the largest group that we have had in several years. Up next, we have the honor of recognizing W.E.B. Du Bois Academy teacher, Jessica Duenas, for showing compassion and being a champion of the district's core values. Jessica was named the 2019 Kentucky Teacher of the Year, an award that comes with a sabbatical for half of the school year. She had won the award while she was still teaching in Oldham County, but had already accepted a job offer at the W.B. Du Bois Academy and was so excited to serve the school in its inaugural year that she didn't want to leave her students. She asked the Kentucky Department of Education if she could work the full year and receive money for working the entire school year, and they graciously said yes. She knew she wanted to use the money to fund a class trip to Washington, D.C. The $20,000 wasn't enough to fund a trip for all 150 of the students in that inaugural class. So to make it fair, the school hosted a raffle with each student's name, with 28 students picked at random to make the trip. Since then, community members and others have donated in an effort to have all 150 boys, now 7th graders, make the trip this April. Here's a short video about why Jessica is so passionate about her work.
Hi, I'm Jessica Duenas, and I am the ECE Language Arts Resource Teacher at the W.E.B. Du Bois Academy. My job is to deliver specially designed instruction to students with different special needs. When I saw that Du Bois Academy was going to feature a curriculum that featured young men who looked like my father, I really wanted to serve that purpose. We're one of 5 schools in the nation serving this mission and this purpose. There is no way that I could not be a part of this. It's historic. It's worth the effort. It's worth the lack of sleep. I love it. It's my passion. I'm made for this. I spent a lot of time just thinking about how can I make the next day better. I'm constantly changing things up. We were challenged by Mr. Gunn to do things completely differently from however we ever taught previously. I love my students. They are just sweethearts. They're quirky. They're awesome, loving. We've got to change these young men's lives for the better. And I think it's just the whole purpose that we serve here, that we are meeting their needs on every level, and we're working really hard. We're engaging them. It makes me so, so happy anytime that they have any kind of game. You know, I celebrate it, I name it, I claim it, I tell them to claim it, I'll call home. It's always a celebration. Any gain is a positive movement in my room. They're learning, and I think it shows, and I'm proud of them for that. I am Jessica Duenas, and I am JCPS.
We are fortunate in JCPS to have thousands of wonderful teachers like Ms. Duenas who go above and beyond each and every day for our students. She is a true champion of our district's core values. Dr. Polio, all of our board members, Chief Equity Officer John Marshall, Assistant Superintendent of Middle Schools Michelle Dillard, please come forward to extend our appreciation to Jessica and joining in the recognition as her principal, Mr. Gunn. In addition, I understand that several of her family members flew in for this recognition, including her mom and sister from Costa Rica and another sister from Tampa. Please join us for a group photo. Up next, we have the privilege of recognizing some Iroquois High School students whose recipes were recently published in a special edition of Envision Equity. Iroquois is home to 411 English as a second language students who represent 37 countries and speak 27 languages. 17 of these students recently participated in a cultural cookbook project as part of their class that was then published in an Envision Equity publication by the district's Diversity, Equity, and Poverty Programs Division. Food is an important part of culture, and many of their happiest moments of family and celebration center around the dishes that they serve. The recipes shared in this cookbook are cherished representations of homeland, family, and comfort for our students. Each student also wrote personal essays that are included with each of the recipes that are first-person narratives as to how their lives have changed since coming to America and how they will contribute to their community. Take Najwa, for example. She is from Sudan and rarely attended school because she had a hard time understanding Arabic, and her teachers would often beat her. In America, she says, she is free, and her teachers don't beat her, and she loves the chance to have an education. She also loves being around so many people with different cultures, religions, and backgrounds. She wants to contribute to her community by finding a way to build more hospitals in her home country because hospitals are too far away and many people can't reach them. We have 4 other students who are featured in this cookbook, and I would like to invite them up to the front, along with Dr. Polio, board member Linda Duncan, Chief Equity Officer John Marshall. I'm not sure if Giselle Danger is here, but if she is, to come forward, as well as Assistant Superintendent Nate Meyer. Please come forward to extend our congratulations to these students, and joining them in their recognition is their principal, Rob Folk, as well as their teacher who coordinated this project, Kim Courtney. Up next, we have the privilege of honoring you, the Jefferson County Board of Education, in observance of National School Board Recognition Month. JCPS joins 172 of Kentucky's public school districts to mark the state's observance of January as National School Board Recognition Month. This is a time for students, parents, staff, and the community to join together to honor the outstanding leadership, dedication, and contributions of our school board members. Members of the Jefferson County Board of Education work collaboratively with businesses, organizations, parents, and community members to offer schools programs that enhance the educational experience of all children and move students to a higher level. Board members work tirelessly to ensure a successful learning environment and prepare all JCPS students to graduate college and career ready. They are committed to meet the diverse educational needs of all students and to empower them to become competent, productive contributors to a democratic society in an ever-changing world. They are also visionaries and advocates who work diligently to provide unique learning opportunities inside and outside of the classroom for our students. They are champions who devote themselves to making a better tomorrow by ensuring a successful education for all. And they are advocates who empower our students and encourage parents and the community to continually be involved in helping guarantee a great future for our children, who are our future leaders. We'd like to add a special recognition to Aaron Borton. Aaron has been the man behind the camera at these board meetings and many other events for the past 4 years. Whether it was capturing the first day of school, the last day of school, and everything in between, we are very appreciative for your service to our students and our schools, as tonight is Aaron's last board meeting and event for our school district.
We all need to stand up and recognize all the recognitions for this evening.